the affirmations, but you're still stuck at £3,000 to £5,000 a month. Why? Now, the truth is, the law of attraction is working whether you believe it or not. You're either consciously using it to attract what you want, or you're unconsciously using it to attract what you don't want. So if your affirmations are not working for you and you want to attract more money, more sales, more clients, more time freedom, then you definitely want to tune into this live and really apply what I'm about to tell you, okay? And it's very interesting as well because, you know, I get a lot of people come to me and they're like, Joel, I say my affirmations, you know, I am so happy and grateful that I have turned my yearly income into a monthly income and nothing's changed. I keep earning the same every single month. And I say to them, look, it's your subconscious programming, because your subconscious mind, it doesn't respond to words. Your subconscious mind responds to emotions, okay? So this is why you can say until you're blue in the face every single day, I am making more and more money, and you look in your outside world and you see no results. Because if you're just saying it without feeling it, then nothing is going to change. It's very important that you guys understand that. The law of attraction is not listening to your words, it's listening to your emotions. In other words, it's reacting to the vibration that you're on. Hello, hope you're doing absolutely amazing. Leave a comment with your name as well and where you're from. I would love to know where you're tuning in from, okay? So think about this with affirmations, okay? The universe is not responding to what you're saying. It's responding to the energy, the feeling, the emotion, the vibration behind what you're saying. So affirmations definitely do work, because I went from £15,000 a year to over £18,000 a month in 6 months by doing affirmations the correct way. But if you want your affirmations to work for you and you want to start making £10,000 or more every single month, then your affirmations, you have to mix emotion and feeling with your words. Your subconscious mind does not understand words. It understands vibration, emotion, okay? So the subconscious mind's language is emotion. Now, most people are saying, yeah, I'm so happy and grateful that I have turned my yearly income into a monthly income, but they don't feel it. And no wonder the results don't change. They keep attracting the same amount of money. So let's think about this. I'm from Manchester in the United Kingdom. I speak English. Let's say I get on a 12-hour flight to China, Beijing, okay? I get to the airport, there's a person that only speaks Mandarin. They only speak Chinese, and I start asking them for directions in English. Hello, excuse me, can you let me know how to get to this hotel? Now, the person's not ignorant, the person's not rude, they just don't understand me. And that's what your subconscious mind is doing with your affirmations. You're saying something over and over again, but you're not mixing emotion and feeling with it. The same as someone that only speaks Mandarin, does not understand English, the same with your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind does not understand your words. So you can say 1,000,000 times a day, I am so happy and grateful that I am wealthy. I am so happy and grateful that I am a magnet to money. But if you don't mix emotion and feelings with your words, your subconscious mind is not going to understand it, okay? That's very important that you understand that. So what most people are doing is they're affirming, I am rich, I am abundant, but the vibration, the feeling is they're feeling fear, they're feeling doubt, they're feeling lack. And because that's what they're feeling, that's what the subconscious mind is picking up on. It's not picking up on your words, it's picking up on your emotions. Especially when it comes to money, you've got to ask yourself, how do I feel around money? Because you can walk around and say to your friends, oh, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to have lots of money. But if you're feeling poor, broke, uncomfortable around money, then you're just going to keep attracting more of the same, okay? So affirming lack creates more resistance, right? If you are saying, I am rich while feeling poor, you're going to have inner conflict. It's as simple as that, okay? So it's not just what you're saying, it's who you are when you're saying it. And this is the way the law of attraction works. The law of attraction decrees that you don't attract what you want. I'm pretty sure if you're tuned in now, also let me know in the chat where you're from. You want more money, but you're not going to get more money. Hi, Jack. Hope you're doing well. Canada, I love that. I've got a few clients in Canada. You are not going to attract more money by saying you want more money. You're going to attract more money by feeling like you already have loads of money. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. So your self-image, your belief system has to match the affirmation. Otherwise, it's just noise. Okay? Now, the subconscious mind is only going to accept what's emotionalized. But let's rewind a bit. Why do we want to change our subconscious mind? I'm going to make it very simple for you guys. I was mentored by the best teacher in the world on human potential and success, Bob Proctor. Okay? Bob made it very simple for me. I got kicked out of school at 13. I'm not intelligent. Okay? I've not had any formal education. I'm 28 for 15 years. I'm self-educated. So I needed Bob to help me understand this simple. Give it me simple so that my 7-year-old daughter could understand manifestation. Okay? Your subconscious mind controls your income because your subconscious mind controls your vibration. So if you're not aware of this, there's a law of the universe called the law of vibration. Argue with me all you want. It doesn't change the law, okay? This law decrees that everything in this universe is moving. Nothing rests. Our body is moving at such a high speed of vibration that we can't detect it with our physical eyes. Okay? Right? So the law of vibration decrees that everything moves, nothing rests. Now it's the vibration that your body is in that's dictating what you attract. Now your vibration is determined by the thoughts that you have. So if you're thinking, I am poor, why am I so unlucky? Why am I making the same amount every single month no matter how hard I try? That sets up, you impress them thoughts from your conscious mind into your subconscious mind. It alters your vibration, and your vibration is dictating what you attract. So when you start having thoughts like, I am abundant, I am wealthy, I am a magnet to money, I am attracting absolutely incredible clients, and I am getting better and better at sales every single day. Like every month, I make more and more money and I have more and more time to do what I want. If you're impressing them thoughts with emotion on your subconscious mind cannot reject. Okay? It only accepts. Think about this. So your subconscious mind accepts that new idea. It alters your vibration. It alters your behavior. And it's your behaviors that are causing your actions. Okay? Joeka, look, if you don't want to make money that way, I'm telling you right now, it's the only way to make money. It's the only way. I mean, you can hustle, you can grind, okay? I done that for years. I grew up on a council estate in Manchester where all I did was hustle. I was brought up around people that told me I've got to be a hustler. You know, I've got to work 12 hours a day. I've got to be a masculine man and grind and sacrifice time with my family and sacrifice my health and sacrifice my family. It's not true. It's not true. Maybe you're tuning into this live and you don't know about me. If you go and check on my YouTube, I was mentored by Bob Proctor, and as soon as I learned about this material, I went from earning £15,000 a year to over £18,000 a month within 6 months. And now I make £35,000 a month. And I genuinely do this because I am not special. I just want you to know that if I can do it, then you can do it, okay? Now, why do we do affirmations? Why are we saying I am? Because think about this. If you're saying to the universe, I want more money, I want this, I want that, then you're signaling that you don't have it. I want to earn £10,000 a month. You're telling the universe, if you want it, you don't have it. So with affirmations, we always want to say them in the present tense. I am so happy and grateful that I have now turned my yearly income into a monthly income. But what we've also got to do with the affirmation is we've got to mix emotion and feeling with it, okay? Feeling is the language of the subconscious mind. It's very important that we understand that, okay? So affirmations amplify what's already emotionally accepted. I'm telling you right now, large amounts of money, it's not going to follow hard work. It's really not. If you want money, it's going to follow the feeling that you already possess money. It's going to follow that. And it's going to follow if you believe you're worth a lot of money or not. And you'll know where your belief system is. You'll know where your subconscious programming is by looking at your results. If you keep making £2,000 a month, £3,000 a month, £4,000 a month, £5,000 a month, that's just telling me that you've not got the best relationship with money. Okay? You don't have to work harder. You don't have to change your strategy. You don't have to change your industry. But what you do have to do is stop chasing money. And what I'm talking about right here, guys, it does seem illogical. Like your conscious mind cannot fathom it, okay? But you've got to stop chasing money. I'll give you an example. The way to attract money is the same way that you'd attract a beautiful woman into your life. It's the same way. If you see a beautiful woman and you start chasing her, you start messaging her every second, you start calling her every second, every time you see her, you run over to her, the woman's definitely not going to like you. Okay? It comes across as desperate. Chasing. Chasing means you don't have. So we've got to move from chasing to attracting. Now, how do you attract? You put yourself in a position where you are the prize. You are the star of your own movie. So you've got to, what I personally like to do is first thing in the morning, I'll never go on my phone. Ever. I think it's one of the worst things that you can do. Okay? I think that's why a lot of people are depressed as well, because all they do is consume. And as human beings, we're made to create. We're made to create. So what I do is first thing in the morning, when I wake up, I go into gratitude and I write 10 things that I'm grateful for. Could be my children, could be my morning coffee, and 5 of them things will be things that I want. So my next financial goal is £100,000 a month. And I will write down, I am so happy and grateful now that I am making £100,000 a month. Now, you guys might be thinking, but that's a lie. You're not making £100,000 a month. It is a lie. But let me tell you why it works. Your subconscious mind doesn't understand if you're lying to it or telling it the truth. That's why you can have a nightmare of dropping off a building and you genuinely feel like you're dropping off a building. Or you can be really hungry and think about a nice cheeseburger and your mouth will start to water. But there is no cheeseburger there. But your subconscious mind accepts it, changes your central nervous system, puts saliva in your mouth like you're about to eat a cheeseburger. Your mind is absolutely incredible. I love every single one of you, and I just come on here to show you how powerful you are. This information changed my life, and I know if you start to apply it, it will really change your lives as well, okay? And this is what my client Ibrahim did. Ibrahim is, well, he's originally from Ivory Coast in Africa, but when he connected with me, he lived in Canada, and he's an online fitness coach. And he won't mind me saying he was struggling. He was making about $3,000 a month, struggling to attract clients, feeling very tense all of the time. And I just told him, look, do what I tell you to do until you find out I'm lying or I don't know what I'm talking about, and you will really start to win in a big way. And I said, look, I never lie, and I really know what I'm talking about. Ibrahim joined my mentorship. I took him for a program called Thinking into Results, which is designed by my mentor, Bob Proctor. And it's the best self-development program that you are going to find in the world. And I believe he joined in, I want to say May of last year. And by September, he made his first $10,000 a month. And it's so easy to do. You know, half of the beliefs that you have, half of the beliefs that I had, they're not our beliefs. If you grew up poor like me, then you're going to have poor beliefs around money, okay? Now, I personally believe money is one of the easiest things to attract. It really is. You just get onto the same frequency as it. All money is an energy. If you can get onto the same frequency as money, then you're going to attract it. And all you do is you don't focus on getting money, you focus on giving. So that's why I'm on YouTube right now. I'm giving to you guys, I'm being of service. Because the law says, Joel, if you give, you have to receive. Now, I might not receive off any of yous. Yous might not join my mentorship, and that's okay. I don't choose where it comes from. But the universal law of receiving says that if you give, you have to receive. And most people are focused on getting. I want money. I want this client to join. Well, you work in disharmony with the law of receiving. All I do is come on here and give. And I promise you, if you apply what I have just told you, you will win in an absolute big way. And what I would really recommend you do is, can I go on the chat? Maybe it won't let me on the chat for some reason. Okay. Should let me on the chat. Okay, it's not letting me on the chat. So what I would, can I pin a message? Oh, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, so what I would suggest you do is I created something for you, like no strings attached. I just want to see you win. It's called the £10,000 plus month breakthrough blueprint. Okay. I have put everything in that I learned of my mentor and I teach my clients. I show you how to shift your subconscious mind so you can impress new beliefs and more productive beliefs around money. Then once that's done, you can travel the world like me and you will always attract money. I always attract money. I always have more money coming to me than going out. You know, in a week and a half, I fly to France. Then I'm going to Dubai for 11 days with my girlfriend. This works like magic, but it's just so different to the way I was brought up. You know, I was brought up with the belief that I've got to grind, I've got to hustle. And it's funny, I went and picked up my children before, and we got a taxi back, we got an Uber. And he was a great guy, the driver, he's called Arent. And he said he's working pretty much all of the time and he's giving all of his money to his parents because right now he's really the only one that's bringing in a lot of money. And I said, well, look, if you're not looking after yourself, then you're not going to be able to look after your parents, right? You've got to show yourself love. By the time I had a conversation with him in the taxi, he's like, you have helped me so much. And I told him, go on my YouTube, do exactly what I tell you to do, and you'll win in a big way. And I would really recommend going to the link in the description and downloading the £10,000 plus month breakthrough blueprint. If you apply it, you'll win in a big way, okay? And watching YouTube videos is going to change nothing. This is what I used to do. You know, I used to read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I used to watch The Secret. I used to listen to Bob Proctor, and all I was doing was gathering information. But it's not about the information. It's the application and the accountability that's going to get you to 5 figures every month. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you've not yet, please hit that subscribe button so more people like you, so you can push me out to the algorithm. I want people that are making 3 to 5K a month, that are sick and tired of hustling and grinding. I want them making 5 figures every month and being able to travel the world, being able to take the day off and spend it with the children and still attract money. That's my goal. I love all of yous. Make sure you apply this. And remember, affirmations are only going to work, and they do work, but you've got to mix emotion and feeling with them. Words, the universe doesn't respond to. Emotions, vibrations, that's what the universe responds to. You have an incredible evening, guys, and take care. Bye-bye.